go to you?
Sorry. I thought I smell him. He has this smell. I can smell it. Can't you smell it? Maybe it's just me, you know he smells well. And let's leave him for a few minutes. Hey, it's okay. Sorry. So, can you finish? It's making my wig not sit right. So, what happened when you go back?
Oh yeah, there is one joke I don't tell you. So one time, the servant called him and he said, "You sweat from a baboon's pulse."
What that?
It's baboon sweating in the man's body. Hey, what is that?
That's funny.
So, in the end, he go with the African, right?
Wait. So he loving the American girl. But then she say no, then he go back to Zamunda in Africa.
Hey, where's Zamunda? I never hear that.
It's not real.
Why you not be from Liberia?
I don't know. So then he come back and they have a big wedding.
With the African girl?
Wait! So we all thinking it's with the African girl. And she the one walking with a big wedding dress.
African wedding dress, eh?
No, it was the white one.
Those ones boring.
Yeah, so then he looking sad, because he thinking it's gonna be the African one. But then she get to the front, and it's not. It's the American girl.
So the American girl win?
No, that's the woman he loves.
Here, but you could have been with me, you or her. But the American taking you. And you say he brings a lot of money. Then you could have been with the poor African girl so she can help her family. And you say her father has restaurants. She don't need her hair. Yeah, I don't like that story.
It's movie. It's not real, it's just a story.
I don't like that story.
But it's just movie, it's not real.
I don't like it.
Come now, finish.
Tell another story.
Okay. So then, when
long time. You know, let me go after the First World War.
Since you was how old?
Young.
10 years, 12, 17.
I think about 10.
Okay.
Eclipsed by Danai Gurira. It's a true sort of Pan-African experience of what is available on the continent, what is available in terms of writing on the continent, about the stories that we need to be telling about what our experiences on the continent, and how so many of our stories are generally looked over or passed over for entertainment's sake, essentially. And there seems to be no understanding that you can still be entertained while you learn. And so I think my main focus with it was to say, look, you can still laugh, because, you know, I mean, sorry, not bisolebe, but you know, you can still laugh in quite harrowing situations. You can still find joy in a struggle, but ultimately you are still living within a struggle that needs to be faced and dealt with.
Where did they bring you? I was living in the north, and tailor-made everywhere. Then the Puna rebels come and started fighting. That's when I was taken. But I think I've been here since I was almost a woman.
Hey, she not been here too long time.
Okay. So you was in the north. I think that fighting was just a few years ago.
Hey, how you know all this thing?
Her father was in the army.
I just know when the army goes where. I hear my mom and papa talking. And sometimes...
So, how many years I got? Hey!
Hey! Leave me!
What's that problem?
Leave her! You're probably thinking something that happened.
Plenty happened to me. I never look like that.
Shut it! Just go do something. Hey, go see he coming.
He not coming. I'll take good care of him. I wanted him to go sleep so he's not going to come back again. I'll make sure he finish good and thorough. When he come back from work, I'll go ask him for a new wig.
Ah, you do all. That woman nappy than your hair.
Hey, no, it's not. It still makes me look like Janet Jackson, you know.
Are you crazy?
It does. Plenty people tell me that.
Like who?
Like C.O.
C.O. C.O. never say nice thing like that. He don't know how.
He don't say nice thing to you. He say to
Shut
me.
it. I think you forget who number one is. Just cause C.O. jumping you out.
Plenty. He jumping on me, plenty.
They don't mean it like you better.
Hey, what's it mean?
Me not jumping like you jumping on me. Shut it.
My name is Ngobile Sipamla. I play Bessie in the play Eclipsed. And as an actress, being in a production such as this, you can't help but be humbled by the responsibility that you undertake in playing a role like this, because what you need to consider is that these were real people who were affected in a very terrible way by things that were external and not necessarily directly involved in their own worlds. And so I found myself a lot of the time as an actor who has now matured, wanting to protect my character, wanting to lessen the pain and the blows of their harsh reality. But at the same time, what was wonderful was that our director kept reminding us that the more brutal and honest we play these journeys, is the more the message will then fulfill its purpose, which is to conscientize, which is to humanize people that come to experience it, so that we can start to really understand that being displaced, being rejected, being abused in any kind of form is not something that one should take lightly. And so I just fell in love with Eclipsed all over again during this process. And as a woman, I feel more than ever empowered by this journey, because I sort of understood that my emotions that were fueling up and boiling up during this process were not something I should take lightly, but something that I should almost channel in a strategized manner to really communicate what we are hoping to achieve with the message that Eclipsed brings, which is that war needs to end, the abuse of men, women and children needs to end, and we need to start just going back to who we are and reclaiming things that have been lost because we decide to follow leaders or follow institutions or follow systems without really evaluating what they mean to us. And so I'm extremely proud to have been part of this process as a woman, and I'm honored as an actress to have experienced and revived my love for Eclipsed all over again.
It's been exciting, it's been a challenging journey, it's been painful, it's been fun, it's been joyous, and I just hope that the rest of South Africa gives us a chance to take this further, because we still feel that not a lot of people have got to experience the story with us. This is something you don't just YouTube and watch. It's something you have to come and experience at first hand yourself. And fortunately enough, we've been the chosen ones to paint the canvas and just bring it to life. The story of Liberia and what happened during the Civil War and how it affects women. And because they've been silenced. We've seen a lot of plays, we've seen a lot of movies about war child soldiers that focuses specifically on men and boys, but not so much the female and how they deal with war and how it affects them, Yeah. This is the second season I'm doing, essentially. And it was different. I guess the first time we did it, I was still young. trying to find this character, trying to live this world of the war in the peace, and just trying to make sense of it all and drink from different sources. But this time around, we've all been through some of what people get to experience in the play. Not the war necessarily, but the war in our daily lives and that sort of thing.
My name is Kuket Mujena. I play the character of the girl in the production of Eclipsed, directed by Warona Seane, written by Danai Gurira. The character that I play is, and she doesn't, her name is never said at any point in the production, and I remember coming into the production trying to actually give her a name. And then I had to then come to understand that the reason why she doesn't have a name is because she represents all the girls and all the young people out there in the world who actually have to fight for their lives and who are in war-stricken countries and have lost their identities. And it's sort of like a reminder to call everybody, and not just people in war-stricken countries, as we are all fighting wars in our everyday lives, whether it's against crime, whether it's against poverty, whether it's against abuse.
These are the monkeys who rape our mothers and kill our grandmothers.
But they're just living.
Listen to me! We are fighting the monkeys to stay like these monkeys. We are fighting the monkeys to stay like these are chicken and living like a we don't demand. Once they go, stop. We're under pressure. We're going to do to him worse than they do for us. We want to restore the to his right people! Now you see, the enemy is no longer a human being, okay? Come. See the one there? Fire him, do like I show you now. Oh, you're doing good, good. Now you're helping us get closer to freedom. One monkey at a time. Ha! One monkey. One monkey. You stay down, huh? You don't go nowhere.
It's a great privilege to come into the heart of Soweto, bringing a story that is from the northwestern part of Africa, is actually quite amazing because we have been through our own abuse as a country, which was the apartheid system. And what I realized was that for Sowetan audiences, there was no need for them to adapted to their own situation. It just opened their hearts to foreign nationals, to the journeys and the trials they may have suffered to get to where they are. And so it opened a lot of eyes and opened a lot of hearts, which is what we wanted to achieve. And the fact that it's happening in the heart of Soweto, it just makes one that much more proud, because I'm also from Soweto. And so I feel like I'm contributing and also bringing other Sowetans into the picture and saying, this is who we are as Africans, not just South Africans. We're an entire continent that has experienced many kinds of terrible things, but we need to rise up and take each other under each other's wings and really shine and take pride in the fact that we will rise together.
My name is Sheree Halley, and I'm feeling very sad. I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad. It's one piece of what's been happening in Africa, what has happened, but what is still happening. And that's I think that's what makes me more sad, is that this is a part of history, but it's still happening. War is still affecting so many women, and it feels like today.
I am not a person who likes to go to see a play. I always sort of imagined if you asked a nurse to spend their day off at the Baragwana casualty. So today I came because Dawn and Ferry invited me. And I sat through this story. And as an elder and as an African, I feel ashamed at the manner in which we lost our humanity in our fight for the so-called freedom of the African continent. The manner in which we dehumanized our children to carry guns to kill in the name of fighting a dictatorship that is also African. And the pain for me was how we used and abused our women who bear our children and record our existence on this earth, and use them as number one, number two, number three, number four to satisfy the carnal needs of the so-called rebel leaders. This play, everyone must see, and every African must see, so they know that the casualties of war are not the people we kill, are the people we dehumanize, that would kill in the name of Africa, in the name of freedom.
My intention this time around was to really look at the spiritual loss that war does, that war brings across, and so to really highlight the importance of spirituality to humanity.